thank GRI for the invitation to moderate this session that promises to be very rich. Today we will cover in three topics. One is what we call the hotelization of commercial real estate and how hotels can stay relevant into such an environment. Our second topic will be how hotel chains are adapting their strategies to improve the level of service and experiences they are providing. And finally, how hospitality is embracing ESG.
Unique brand experiences. It's important to take that in account when we design the hotels, when we build the layouts, when we build the hotels, when we build our facilities. So every brand should be unique and the customer should be able to experience that, because that is one of the ways that we will have to compete with, again, with the other asset classes.
ESG is not saying, hey, we're hiring a lot of women. We're hiring a lot of women in which positions? Are they GMs? Are they being trained to be able to get promoted over time? Are you activating the local value chain? Are you having truly gender equality throughout the property? So I think traditionally hotels, they tend to focus on the E of ESG because that's the one that is more PRable, the one that is more marketable. But to be truly an ESG facility, you need to focus on the social and the governance issue.
For this Cyro brand to create unique experiences is we have brand ambassadors that are professional athletes or professional teams. And for example, Adam Peaty, who was the Great Britain gold medal swimmer, was our first ambassador. And we've just recently added a second brand ambassador, which is the AC Milan team. And with the partnership with these professional athletes, what we will tap into is their strategies for training and their sleep strategies and what do you do for nutrition. And so our guests, as well as all of our club members, will be able to have access to those type of training activities.
We have farms, produce farms, we have orchards, but they're in conjunction and operated by local farmers, but on the site and providing produce for the hotels and for the restaurants. We have retail and restaurant components as well, which they're working together with the local chefs and bringing in artisans into the retail shops. Adventure hubs working with local businesses to create these tours that go off-site, whether it's a horseback tour or ATV tour. And so this really becomes this central hub.
The hotelization of it is definitely happening. It's not particularly, what they have today isn't scalable. There isn't, unless you have, Four Seasons residents, right? But not many of us can afford to live in one of those, and I'm sure they'd be delightful. But the sort of normal, the mass market position, there's no real branding or anything like that associated, and probably a huge opportunity to kind of grow a management business. Now, it's a very different management business. Your guests don't check in and out every night. They're there for the long term. It's not the same quantum of fees that you would get from a hotel management business. I wouldn't have thought doesn't deserve to be, right? It's not as intensive as a service, but there's a huge opportunity space. And I think it's something which is an open door for all sort of institutional landlords.
Another IBIS, very important one, that where we are profiting the rooftop to the photovoltaic solar panels, where we are generating 50% of the hotel energy consumption. Again, how can we improve our situation? How can we create, even with small hotels, even with economic brands, how can we do something to the planet? We don't have a resort in this case. Of course, we have something that we are also doing and creating with the design and solutions for the resort. But when we have one budget hotel, we can also create something that is very special for the planet, for the hotel, and for the company.